Hi, Lisa.
I don't know if I. Good morning. I know it's. I'm sorry that it seems like it's been forever, but we'll go slow and just get a good stretch today. So thank you guys for being here and for being online. And, I really had a great time. I rode horses for the first time in a long time. It was pretty awesome. It really was. It rained, of course, the whole time, every day, but it was okay because we got rides in. I mean, the first day, yeah, well, we kind of, knew when it was going to rain. And so we just do it when it worked. And first day we rode like 6 hours, which was a little too long for me. My knees were pretty sore. It was more my knees. I did get a little sore on my butt, but not too bad. I don't know. That bodes well for Greg. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see. I haven't been training for that. She said it bodes well for RAGBRAI, so that's that training has to come up. But one thing that happened there was there was a cowboy singer. He was pretty hot. But he had a family, but he was singer and he's pretty popular in that area. And there were only 6 women plus myself and Anita, so 8 of us. And he came and sang for us. And I know it was pretty awesome. And then there was another woman that was part of the writing, and she played the electric bass. And so she played for us too. But it was interesting because one of the songs she played for us, which I was like, this is a future yoga theme. It's shit makes the flowers grow. And I was like, yep, it sure does. So sorry if I'm offending you, but with that word, but I just think it's so true that when crap happens, it actually helps you grow. And actually, even in yoga, when stuff happens, you learn more about yourself. So, so I think it's a really good thing to keep in mind when you're in the midst and when you feel like you're neck deep in SHIT. Remember, okay, it helps me grow. So close your eyes, turn inward, and just focus in on your breath. And feel it travel down through your nose into your chest, through down deep into your lungs, and then travel out the same way. Maybe you can feel the rise and fall of all of those areas. It's always good to remember that we all have shit that happens. And so it's so nice when you can just realize, oh, this too will pass and I'll be stronger, maybe even more beautiful. You're like a flower. Just lengthen the back of your neck. Bring your hands to heart center and just bow your head towards your heart. May we all take the time to appreciate the beauty, the grace, especially within us and within others. And please lower your hands, open your eyes. And just with that, keep your eyes closed, it'll be better. Keeping your head bowed forward like that, but feeling really long and strong through your spine. Just roll your head towards your left shoulder. And then come back to center, just keeping the back of your neck long, your chin tucked to go to the right shoulder. And just do that one more time. Roll it all the way over to the left. And then back through center into the right. And then back to center. And bring your head up. Open your eyes and inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, bring hands to your heart center. And just do that again. Inhale up, palms reach towards each other. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward this time. Just bring your fingertips down. Feel a little hip opening happening here. And just come up a little bit, walk your fingers to the left side. Fold over your left knee. Feel a nice stretch. And then walk back through center to the left side. And come on back to center and come on back up. Now just stay on your blankets. If you're on a blankets, bring your feet wide. Bring the hands behind you. Stretch your arms up. And again, fold forward just to where it feels like a good inner thigh stretch. Press your heels down. Feel a little stretch in your hamstrings. Take some deep breaths here. And then walk towards your left leg again. Keep the right hip grounded. Stretch out over that leg. And then walking back to center, walk towards your right leg. I've got cat hair all over me already. Think I need to brush that poor kitty. She had some trauma in her life too while we were gone. Percy stayed here, so Percy, Will's dog. So life was a little bit crazy for her. Come on back to center. And come on back up. Just bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together. Just kind of move knees side to side. You can hold your feet or your ankles and your heels. Just kind of open up and then try and find a long connected spine to lengthen up. Find your core. Maybe open the knees a little farther. And if that still feels good, you can round over. Start with a nice long spine. Feels kind of good. Press your heels together. Use your core. And then come on back up. And come on to your, off your blanket and to your backs. And just take a moment there. Interlace behind your right thigh. Press your thigh into your hands so you got full length. And then make a big circle with your right foot. Open up the ankle. And if you want to, you can extend the left leg if that feels good to you. And then just see how I want you to support the outside of your leg with your right hand. Bring your left arm to cactus. And then just keeping the left hip grounded, slowly bring the leg off to the right side. You can bend the knee. If it works, you can come to your right elbow and just support the leg that way. Just want you to feel a nice stretch. Good, and then come on back to center and switch. So bring the left hand to the inner leg, right arm out, and now just a little ways, you can support it with your left hand, bring it across, keep your right hip grounded. So you feel a little IT band stretch. This is my real goal for this. Yeah. Good, and then take one more breath there. And then go ahead and roll to your left hip. Keep your right shoulder grounded. Bring your left elbow down. And stack right hip on top of left. Now, maybe your foot will come all the way across. Maybe you support it with your left hand. It really gets into some stuff. And breathe deep. A lot of times I have you do this with a belt, but I think it feels even a little safer with supporting yourself with your hands. Good, and then kind of push that leg back up, bend the knee, bring the right foot down, and we'll work on the left leg. So interlace behind the left thigh, straighten the leg, just see how your hammies feel, and then make a big circle. If you want to extend the right leg, if you're feeling good, hips are square to the front, even, I should say. And then see if you could stretch it out a little more. Bring the legs slightly closer, but still keep that engagement. Right arm to cactus, left arm supporting the outside of the shin. And then slowly open it. Keep the right hip grounded. That's the key. If you keep a little baby bend in your left leg, sometimes that feels better to me. It's a little safer. My leg doesn't come anywhere close to the ground when I'm keeping both hips grounded. Feel good? I know. Then come on back up. Switch hands, left arm to the side, right arm across, just enough to feel a nice stretch in your IT band. Yeah. Oh, mama. Now keep the left shoulder down. Allow yourself to roll to the right hip, supporting the leg all the way across. One more breath there. And then come all the way up. Hug both knees in. Roll side to side a little bit. Just kind of massage that back area. And then roll to your right side and push on up to all fours. And just finding some good alignment here. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Think engage the rib cage back a little bit and then just start into cow. And just hold for another breath. And then round to cat. Pushing the hands and knees away from each other, tucking the chin, and hold there for a breath. Feel the shoulder blades move away from each other. Side body still nice and long. Good, now just move through the two poses with your breath. So inhale to cow and exhale to cat. Just do that 2 more times on your own. And then pause with a flat back and just extend your right leg off to the right. Press into the outer edge of the foot a little bit. If you can, get the foot flat if you can. So outside, there you go. You can move forward and back if it still feels good. You'll feel a stretch in the ankle as well as the inner thigh and outer thigh. She's like enjoying that. Good. Now pause in that forward position. Just step the foot to the outside of the hand. Yeah. Ground there. And then walk the hands a little bit forward so you can feel connection. And maybe lift the back knee. Yeah, crack, crack. We're all cracking. Just a lizard lunge, but kind of a humbling lizard lunge. Oh, that feels good, right? Good. Lower the back knee. See if you can swing that leg straight back so your foot's pointing straight back. And then bring it off to the other side. Lengthen your spine and maybe twist and look. more breath. And then pick it up, bring it straight back again. Feel your core engage, maybe add the left arm. Stretch the heel back, draw the leg and the arm into the socket, really engage. And bring the hand down, bring the knee down. Well done, switch sides. So left foot off to the side. Try and get on the outer edge. Let me turn that off. And move forward and back. Just find a nice stretch there. And then walk or step that foot to the outside of your right hand. Watch out, Artie. She loves you. Lift the back knee if you want. Find nice inner thigh stretch, but feel the back of your left leg, lengthen your spine. Couple breaths. Just take it in. And lower your back knee. Swing that leg straight back. And then off to the opposite side. So to the right side. Lengthen your spine, engage your spine, and twist. Feel everything stretching. And then come on back to center. Extend the right leg back. Engage your core. Add the left or the right arm. Draw everything into the socket. Right leg into the socket. Left arm into the socket. Right. Left leg into the socket. Right arm into the socket. And then lengthen your spine. Good. And then bring the knee down. Bring the knees a little wider. And step back or sit back to child's pose. Breathe deep down into your belly. Why does she always settle with you, Connie? And then come on up to all fours again. Just walk your hands a little bit forward of your shoulders. Swivel your right foot to the side, extend your left foot, and come up to that Vasisthasana. Long spine first, and then maybe open your heart, lean back a little bit. If you need to move your leg back, you can. Feel the shoulder opening. And then come on down and switch sides. So left foot swivels, right foot extends, open up, and maybe even lift the heart a little more. A little bit of a back bend feel to it. And then come on back down. Make your way to downward facing dog. So settle in, find weight in all parts of your hands, not just your wrists. Bend one knee and the other, just walk out your dog. Artemis. Here, let me come get her. It's hard to keep the allergies down when she's right in your face. Come here. You can come up here and do that. Okay. There you go. Good. So now on your next inhale, come forward to plank. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Last time, plank. And this time, lower to the ground. Right. Bring your fingers wide and come up on fingertips. Press your feet down and just come on up to a little funky cobra. Just fasten your shoulder blades a little bit side to side. Yes, I know. Maybe you guys can hear her purring. Good. And then come on down. Bring your hands in and lift to regular cobra. And just stay there for a couple breaths. Thinking long spine connected. Oh, Artemis. One more breath. And lower down. Go ahead and push all the way back, downward facing dog. Can you tell she hasn't had much attention lately? And then slowly walk your hands to your feet and just pause there in a forward fold. You can grab your elbows with your hands if you want. Maybe feel like a rag down, swing side to side, just see. Check in with your backside, your hamstrings. And then bend your knees, place your hands on your knees, press into your feet, lift your torso, and come all the way up to standing. Good now. So we do a little balancing because we haven't done that lately. So standing on your right foot, just lift your left heel, engage your core, lift the knee. As you can tell, I haven't been balancing either. Maybe extend the arms. And then bring everything down and switch. Just lift the heel first so you can engage your core, feel everything connected. Then lift the knee. And then when you feel balanced, I always have to use my arms for balance and extend them up. Draw your left hip in a little more. You'll feel more stable. And release. Good. Now, tree pose. So go slow, standing on your right foot, lift the left heel, turn the knee out, and then find your way. You can go below the knee or above the knee, or just on the floor. It's okay. And when you feel stable, extend the arms. Maybe even try to bring palms together. And then release. Other side. Lift the heel first. Turn the knee out. Just so you don't have to turn your hips, just the leg. And then find the spot that works best for you. maybe palms together. And then release. Good job. One more time, tree pose. And just standing on your right foot, just find your way. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I can tell you if you find bone to bone, it sometimes feels a little easier. Now just your right hand, bring it to the top. Left hand. Your left, my right hand to the top of the thigh. And then maybe arc towards that extended knee. And then come out. I'm just kidding. Kind of fun to play with balance. Other side. Just take your time. Now the right back of hand to the knee or the thigh. And possibly arc. And release. Lots of arcing one way and another. Good. Take a breath. And on your next inhale, stretch your arms all the way up. Maybe lean back just a little bit for a little heart opening, and then fold forward. Inhale, pranam. And exhale, fold. Walk your hands slowly back out to a downward facing dog, just being very mindful of your core. Walk it out. Then extend your right leg for a three-legged dog. Keep your armpits hollow, keep your rib cage back. And then bringing knee to nose, step it through to deep lunge. If you want to use blocks here, please feel free. And just stay in a deep lunge for a moment to really feel your right foot grounded, your right hip crease back. And then keeping your left hand where it is, stretch the right arm up and open up for a deep lunge twist. Don't let anything else change. Good, and touch down. Step back, downward facing dog. Sits bones back and up, rib cage back. Nice long spine. Extend the left leg. Three-legged dog. I always have to keep a baby bend in my right knee to really feel engaged in the core, and then bring knee to nose, step it through, deep lunge. Really feel all four corners of your front foot grounded, not just the heel. Feel the back foot really engaged, hips square. And then stretch the left arm up and open up. Deep lunge twist. One more breath. And please touch down. Step forward this time. Forward fold. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. You can stretch slowly or fast. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Pranam. And fold. Step your left foot back, deep lunge. Lower the back knee. Come up to upright position. And stretch the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Just take a few breaths here. Feeling grounded through both feet. Connected through the core. Good, now bring hands to heart center. You can back out a little bit if that helps. Hug knee to heel. Keep everything the same. Twist to your right. Left knee down. Right elbow up. And go ahead and lift the back knee if that's in your wheelhouse. It's okay if it's not. Stay really connected through the core. Unwind, touch down, step back, down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to the mat, however you can get there. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower. Downward facing dog. Couple more breaths. On your next inhale, extend the left leg and step it through. Deep lunge. Lower the back knee. Take your time. Coming up, Anjane. Feeling hips even, feet grounded. Nice stretch. Long side body. Good, now bring hands to heart center. Just go slow. You might have to back out a little bit. Use your core muscles to twist. Bring right elbow to left knee or left outer knee. You decide. If you want to, lift the back leg. Try not to rely on your thigh too much. Just think core is what twists me. Legs keep me grounded. Left hip crease stays even with right. One more breath. On the exhale, touch down and step forward, please. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes for a moment here. Check in. So far, no shit, right? All good. Hopefully you're feeling more into your body at this point, more grounded. That's what we're after. More present. Next inhale, open your eyes, stretch your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pranam. And exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot steps back, deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. And then come up to a warrior two. And just kind of feel your feet, feel your legs, make sure your legs tracking straight. Reverse it. A little bit of a reverse, feel a nice stretch in the side body. One more breath there. Keep the knee bent. And then inhale to crescent warrior again. I mean, not crescent warrior, warrior two. Virabhadrasana two. Good, now lean forward. You can either bring elbow to knee or elbow to the, or fingertips to the floor, Parshva Konasana. Feel that back foot really grounding you. Maybe stretch the right arm by the ear, Parshva Konasana. If I'm not into that back foot enough, it doesn't feel stable. It feels like I'm really dumping into that left leg. So just check that. Stretch the right arm up, come back, warrior two. Now, this is a hard transition. Bring hands to heart center, turn forward, turn your back heel up. Now you're in crescent warrior. Stretch your arms up. Wait till you feel balanced first. Left hip crease has to stay back and even with the right hip crease. Sits bones are back, rib cage is back. Good, touch down. Deep lunge, step back, downward, facing dog. I'll give you an option for a child's pose if you're ready for that, or you can do a little vinyasa with me. So plank, lower, inhale to cobra, lower. Inhale to plank again, push up, and then downward facing dog. Or just down dog, you decide. 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, extend the right leg and step it through, deep lunge. Round the back foot down. Check your heel to arch alignment as you come up, warrior two. Take a moment to really feel grounded, feel connected. Everything tracking straight. Feel that back foot anchoring you. And then reverse it. One more breath. On the inhale, back to warrior two. Check it out. Anything change? And either elbow to knee or fingertips to the floor. Parshva Uttanasana. Arm by the ear if you want, palm facing down. Beautiful, you guys. Rib cage back, lengthen through the top of the head. Good, stretch the left arm up, come back. Warrior two. Hands to heart center. Just turn forward, and as you do, turn the back heel up. Woohoo, crescent. Stretch your arms if you want, if you're feeling stable and centered. Really in your body. Next exhale, touch down. Step forward, please. Uttanasana. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Pranam. And fold. Step your left foot back to deep lunge. Ground that back foot down. Walk your right hand to the inside and then walk both hands to the left as you turn the right foot forward. And then just kind of see if you're centered, if your feet are even, if you can feel weight in all four corners of your feet, kneecaps and toes pointing the same direction. And then just fold into your Prasarita Padottanasana. Walk your hands out more like a downward facing dog. Lengthen your spine. Keep your sits bones back and see if you can find sits bones apart here. So sits bones back and then widen them. If you keep a little baby bend in your knees, you'll feel that. Good, and then walk your hands back in. Walk them towards your right foot as you turn it out. Come back to deep lunge and step back, downward facing dog. Make sure your feet are a little wider than hip distance and swivel both feet to the right. Try and stay on the bottom of both feet and come to a side plank. So right or left hand to your hip. Yeah, think long spine, rib cage back, open up. Beautiful, you guys. Open your heart a little bit. Left shoulder on the back. Good, and then come on down, downward facing dog. Swivel both heels to the left. Make sure your left hand's in front of your left shoulder. Come on up. Right hand to hip first. Feel both shoulder blades on the back, rib cage on the back. Nice and long. Maybe extend the arm. Keep on the, try and get on the bottom of the left foot as much as you can. Vasisthasana variation. Good, and then come on back down. Lower your knees. Stretch your feet long, sit back, child's pose. I'm going to do the variation with where my knees are together. So you may not go as low, but you don't have to do that, you can bring these wider if you want. Stack your hands under your forehead. Breathe. When crap happens to me now, I just kind of have to laugh and say, oh, how am I going to react to this? Or can I choose the way I act? And what can I learn from this? If I act the way that I want, then I feel like I am blooming. Come on up to all fours. Swivel your feet to the side and come to a seated position with your legs straight out in front of you. If you want to sit on the blanket, you can, but I'm feeling kind of open now after doing all that. So I'm gonna just stay off the blanket, but make sure that you feel the sits bones back, your kneecaps, your toes are straight up, and bend your right knee. Bring the ankle across the thigh. And you can support yourself. See if you're really grounded through both hips. They're where you want them. Flexing both feet. Widen the knee. Maybe stretch the arms up. And maybe fold over a little bit. Get a little more stretch in that hip, outer thigh if you want. And then come on back up. Now pick up that knee, bring it across. So knee stacks on knee. I like to keep my both feet flexed even here. Support yourself, make sure you're evenly on one hip and the other. Maybe you don't bring it across as far. You decide. Stretch your arms up. Stay really strong in your core. Maybe fold forward. So not only stretches the hamstring, but the hip. I should say the hamstring is a bonus here. The hip is the real goal. Good, come on back up. Now just bring that foot up again. Hopefully the toes point straight ahead. Interlace in front of your shin so you can really feel grounded through the sits bones and get taller. And then twist to your right. Right hand comes behind you, hugging the knee with your left elbow. You just go with your breath. It's hard to breathe real deep here. You can feel it because your belly's up against your thigh, maybe. Don't crank yourself, just think tall and twist. And unwind. Stretch that leg long, shake it out if it needs to. Make sure the hips are underneath you. Left knee comes in. I always hug my shin to see if I'm tall. And then when I bring the ankle across, I can still feel that Both feet are flexed so that you feel like you're protecting your knee. One side might feel tighter. Support yourself, make sure you're even, lengthen up, feel a little curve in the back, stretch the arms up. And then only if it feels good, you can walk the hands slowly if you want, or fold over a little bit to see where it takes you. Stretch out that hip. One more breath. Good. And then coming back up, grab a hole, bring it across. Hopefully this foot is down. I like to keep my foot flexed, but some people like to ground it that way. My ankles don't work that way, so that's why I have to keep it flexed. Support yourself, make sure you're even. Lengthen up tall, stretch your arms up on the inhale, and exhale, fold. Just notice if there's a difference between the two sides. There always are. Usually there are. And then come on back up. Grab the foot and the knee again. Spring it upright. Interlace. Lengthen up. Grab the knee. Bring the other hand behind you. And instead of just cranking yourself with your arms and your hands, just think inhale tall. Exhale, use the core muscles to come into a little twist. And then unwind. And stretch that leg out long, shake it out. And you might have to move forward on your mats a little bit because I'm going to have you bend your knees and lay down. Arms to cactus, feet wide. And just do a few windshield wipers. So with those feet nice and wide, just bring your knees to the right. And then up and over to your left. And just do that a few times. See how it feels. And then bringing the knees up, just go ahead and hug them in. You can curl up into a little ball if you want. And then lay your head and chest back down. Just grab the kneecaps and push the knees away from you till you feel that curve in the low back. And just kind of rock side to side. Massage your glutes. And then pause in the middle. Bring the knees wide. And then without letting your anything move in the lower body, just bring the knees towards you. So you'll feel the lower back press down. And then bring the knees together. And then push them away from you again to you. So the lower body doesn't move. You just feel a little transition in your back and in your pelvis. So your pelvis and your legs are still working together. You just feel a little tilt of the pelvis. And do that one more time. So knees wide, hug them in, just feel the legs and the pelvis working together. Bring them together and push them away. And just feel really heavy, like your legs are heavy in the hip sockets. You can even press down a little bit. And then let your feet, or let your knees go so your feet touch. Bring the soles of the feet together. If you want, you can make a little fist pillow to put under your outer thighs. I like to just bring my hands on my belly, but you decide. And slowly bring your knees together and stretch out for Shavasana. I encourage you to feel long spine. So maybe stretch your arms up over your head just so you feel long in the side body and in the spine. And then bring the arms by your side. Maybe even draw the shoulder blades underneath you. So it feels like your heart's just resting on top of a little shelf there. It's a special shelf that you place your heart upon. And then just find yourself slowly letting go of any muscle tension that you feel and allowing the floor to just support you completely. Notice if your legs are relaxed. So start at the attachment to the pelvis and just coax your muscles to letting go, resting deeply. Rest your quads, your hamstrings, your knees, shins, calves, ankles, toes. And work from the pelvis up the spine. So relax your low back, your belly, your chest, upper back, shoulders, arms, wrists, hands, fingers. Notice if there's any tension in your neck. Let that go. Relax your jaw, your face. Just start to notice the wave of your breath. Encourage the inhalation to go just a little bit further deep down. Let go of that inhalation a little bit more with the exhale. Just feel the energy that that breath brings to you. And start to wiggle, move in small ways. When you're ready, you can move a little more. Drawing your knees in. Just take your time. Rolling on up to seated. Move slowly. Find a nice seat for a moment. Hopefully you guys could all hear how much love Artemis is spreading with her purring. Just wanted to share a blessing from Julia Cameron's Book of Blessings. I walk in peace. Adversity melts away as I remember the spiritual reality underlying all things. I claim my right to divine comfort, divine harmony. I release all apparent discord into the healing care of the universe, trusting completely in the larger good that is unfolding. Divine calm centers my heart in its loving presence. I relax, remembering I am sourced in divine protection. I breathe in contentment and well-being. I am held in the heart of God. All things work toward the good as I embrace my part in a larger and holier whole. That whole embraces me. This unity is a great blessing, which brings peace and comfort to my heart. Uh-oh. Please bring hands to heart center. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate all of you more than you know. And I bow to the beauty and the grace in each of you. Namaste. Feel okay? Thanks, you guys, for being here.
Thanks, Lisa.
You're welcome.
That was about
good. For me too. All right. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.